Welcome back to a closer look. Embracing that true change occurs with divine intervention, One Tribe Ministries continue to work with Bomana Penitentiary in the rehabilitation of inmates. What started off as a 5-year memorandum of understanding around 2017 between the PNG Correctional Service and the Australian-based One Tribe Ministries extended to this being the 8th year of collaboration in rehabilitation programs. The journey of this optimistic partnership followed the Pacific Corrections Forum, where Fiji Corrections shared that One Tribe Ministries programs have played a direct role in reducing recidivism.
Then Ma'am Vika, she was the officer in charge of women's corrections. She attended a Pacific Forum on rehabilitation, and she presented our program to the forum. It won. It got the attention of all of the Pacific, and so we started getting calls from the Solomon Islands and from Vanuatu and then from PNG and other Pacific nations.
The Papua New Guinea Correctional Service approached One Tribe Ministries in early 2017. One Tribe Ministries is an Australian-based non-profit organisation dedicated to rehabilitating inmates in the Pacific Islands. The organisation partners with Pacific Island correctional facilities to deliver practical skills training while addressing technical, social, commercial and spiritual growth. So far, it has worked with Fiji, Vanuatu, Solomon Islands and Papua New Guinea. Since its operations in PNG began, One Tribe Ministries implemented a range of skill-building programs at the men's, women's and youth correction facilities in Bomana. The programs include welding, bakery, cooking, literacy, wood carving, mechanics, husbandry, tailoring and screen printing. Over the years, the organization comes for regular visits to the Bomana Penitentiary to carry on trainings. Their recent visit was last month, lasting about 2 weeks in PNG.
That everybody will be doing upskill courses. All the women and all the males will do an upskill course. The first course that we are trying to introduce them into is to make sure that the literacy program goes ahead, so that we're making sure that everybody can read before they leave that jail. So that is the first one. And then the second one will be, we will filter them through different sectors of the upskill course to give them every possible opportunity to gain employment outside of that, but also put skilled labour back into the community.
The ministry this time came along with a 20-feet container worth of items shipped from Australia and received by Bomana Prison on Thursday, the 16th of January. The container contained equipment vital to the different trainings, including glasses for the literacy session.
And let's get started with our mission. Go.
Among items brought was a car hoist, an encouraging addition to the penitentiary's humble workshop.
Also now the workshop here. Once the workshop there hasn't been, it has been on operation on ad hoc basis, not fully operational because of fundings and all this stuff. But since these guys come in, One Tribe missionary comes in, then they just assist us very well. And now we are putting these machines up, jacks up to jack the vehicle so the mechanics and the prisoners can easily get in there and then fix up the cars. And that's part of our rehabilitation program.
Among the trainings rolled out, bakery in the female wing turned out to be a success.
These programs that they have introduced to us and are still ongoing, especially for the female, is bakery and some religious programs as well. But currently the one that is active at the moment, since it's introduction to us by One Tribe Ministry, is the bakery. We have a mini bakery here at the prison at the female wing.
Originally there was 51 women that learned to bake in the wood ovens, or the wood fire ovens, and now there was only 2 or 3 faces that I actually recognised. So it's a high turnover, so we have a new, fresh group of ladies that need to learn, so next time we will probably be running a full course for a week so that we can get them up to speed. So it's not just the people, a select group of people that get to do baking, it's that all of them have these skills put in their hands. Because we don't believe in just upskilling one person, we're there for the many. It started off in wooden drum ovens, and I think it's the progression that's happened, that the corrections coming on board and buying a commercial grade oven, a mixer, and supplying ingredients and trays and equipment for the women to be able to produce good quality product. The fact that the women are enjoying making these products, and then they get to sell them to the public. They get some time where they can, even though they're incarcerated, they have a bit of freedom knowing that they're out there selling their products to the public.
With every visit, it was noted that the ministry tries to improve their content. Their recent visit included new programs such as the training of trainers in literacy.
The highlight for me was introducing our train-the-trainer literacy program, where now the literacy program can be run by the inmates themselves. We also have, we're training some folk from outside of corrections, and so they'll not only take that program in the prison and train the inmates, but it'll go out into the villages around Port Moresby.
Another new session that saw a high demand from both inmates and CS personnel was the anger management course.
What we did do was we discussed bigger time, and we discussed the importance of staying calm, responding carefully when you're upset, and we also talked about connection and communication. So what it looks like to communicate with your family, with your parents, and how valuable it is for you to look for connection, heart-to-heart connection, rather than control as a way of communicating.
Attesting to that was inmate participant Nathan Manikombo, who said many got themselves behind bars because they acted out of anger.
Kenim control mana am kain sem do lusim disrespect lo man so milugo mo sem one bla good bla initiative was sem ses mas patna on the government mas look sawena wogi planti funding do disla lo helpim ta on bla man nu bla karabus time karab koti pani mem guilty na convict mem em kamin char lo kain apple so sem no after first or second week tamul no mo process lo ses so process man finish and then almost go through lo disla now so kain sem wave breakout anger management course lo helpim me bla understanding because planti man no me bla kam lo karabus sem because lo pasim lo belata so Miplano controlling bela tempa blo miplano sawelo right bla way out blo approach man now that's why planti blo mipla karabus lo disla mipla keleman mipla paiti man begi planti sandi paiti meri kan mipla kaminchelo karabus lo disla so.
Reflecting on the program, the officer in charge of the minimum security unit at Bomana, Inspector Joe Yamason, commended the collaboration between the PNG CS and One Tribe Ministry.
So it's a great bonus for the correctional service in Bomana. So it will really help our prisoners, especially in rehabilitation program. You know. When we have these things on hand, it's easy for us to rehabilitate the prisoners so they learn from here and then they accept it back to the community so that they're well fit with the communities.
With this much impact, one would like to know what inspired such a movement as the One Tribe Ministries. The right person to answer that would be the founder himself.
The motivation behind One Tribe Ministry, I'm an ex-inmate, And when I was in prison, I wanted to change, and I kept failing every time. I just could not make it. For me, when you ask what's the key behind One Tribe, it's exactly that. You will not rehabilitate an inmate unless he surrenders his life to Christ, unless he enters into a relationship with Jesus. The rest is easy. The rest is so much easier. We put a skill in their hand where they go out of prison and they've got that skill to get themselves employment and get a job and make something of their life.
In August of 2022, the MOU with One Tribe Ministry was extended for an additional 10 years from the initial 5-year. PNGCS and One Tribe Ministry has another 8 more years in this partnership to help give hope to those who walk through the bars of Bomana and hopefully in time, additional penitentiaries in the country. After this break, we will take a look at the work of the Tree of Life Foundation in Angoram District. Stay with us.